To defy the odds, you have to risk everything and take chances. At Old Nation Brewing Company, we did just that. From an unknown startup brewery to standing alongside national craft brands in just under a decade, we remain one of the last of the large, independently owned breweries in Michigan. Our beer is respectfully brewed using only the highest quality ingredients, and we don't cut corners. With the times changing for everyone, one thing that stays the same is Old Nation's respect for great beer and the people who love it. We're growing in cans produced and fans made. When you taste our beer, you'll know why.
So
Next week you get a button down.
Before we get into this, do you want the TJ Lang critical question now, or would you like it after the football conversation? There's no pressure either way.
You kind of teased. I'd like it now, but you kind of teased me something that Kenny did.
Okay, so I've said to Rico while you were out, I said Kenny has sunk to a new low. And I said your perspective as a former NFL offensive lineman will be valuable. To which TJ naturally is like, oh, what is this, a fat joke? I'm like, no. It's actually a credit to who you are now versus when you were a player and you could eat like 10,000 calories a day. So I just want to know, even at the depths of your forced weight that you had to carry as a pro, would you ever, or have you ever heard of a teammate having a hot dog roller in their living room?
Whoa. In the living room?
Because this man does.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. I was not expecting that.
This is an apartment, TJ. Do you know what's next to the living room? His kitchen.
You have to love hot dogs to just be sitting on the couch and what do you do? Just sit on the couch, just reach over and just pick them off the roller?
Absolutely.
Man, can you do like taquitos on that thing too?
Taquitos, mini tacos. Right. You can warm the buns underneath.
Yeah, I'm kind of into it.
Hold on, but
hold on.
You got to love hot dogs to have your own roller, though.
Absolutely.
Man.
But as a player, that would even be lower than what you would stoop to. You would never do it now.
No. What happens? That's one of a kind. That is.
What happens if you brought home a hot dog roller
and put it in the living room?
He said, Laura, here's the deal.
Oh, you know what would happen.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
Yeah, that thing.
Hey, Mike.
One of us would be at the curb.
Hey, Mike. Hey, buddy. Could you open up the door?
Yeah.
You got space.
TJ, did you make a hot dog roller with? Yeah.
Now, does it smell?
Well, the thing about having the apartment is it's very easy to get rid of the smell. You open up a door, you light a candle, it's gone in 2 minutes.
So listen, I needed you to weigh in on
a hot
this.
dog
I kind
roller
of like
to me,
the idea of it, but
it seems like something like a rookie would do. Like somebody would do it as a joke, and everybody would go over to that house or that apartment if you were an NFL player, but like you wouldn't do it yourself.
Or it's like a bachelor move. You know, like just
but
convenience. Like there is no kitchen. Like if you're a single guy, like there is no kitchen, there is no living room, there is no bed. Like everything's just mixed together. But Kenny, you're not a single guy, are you?
I'm not a single guy, no. It's been a process getting the lady to put up with this, I got to tell you.
Maybe soon. He may be a single guy soon.
Can we just talk about the levels of laziness? I mean, Kenny, you can have a hot dog ready in a minute. The idea that
it's not the first hot dog that's the problem; it's the second and third ones. Then I got to go cook them again.
It's
They're
not
sitting
like
right
you
there.
Keep an eye on them.
right. It's not like Kenny's making the
smoking
sauce,
a brisket, dude.
and you got to mind the stove. You're right. Scratch-made biscuits by Kenny.
I got to get up at 4 a.m. just to light the smoker.
I got to keep an eye on this.
Got to check the turkey. So we want
to keep the temperature at 250.
I mean, listen, like. You know, you played a position where guys in the NFL, like we all know it, you're forced to carry extra LBs, and some guys take it too far. Like Mekhi Becton almost ate himself out of the league. And none of them had a hot dog roller in their living room.
No, I doubt it. And hot dogs are, like you said, pretty simple to make.
You think?
Okay. Now, did you ask why the living room? Like, do you not have space in the kitchen?
Oh, there's plenty of space in the kitchen. We got it in the midst of football, like the depths of football playoffs. So I was like, all right.
You're not missing a second.
I don't want to miss a second. I want to have it all ready here. I don't want to have to make trips back and forth. It's all good.
What are the odds there's a microwave sitting right next to it?
There's a microwave in the kitchen.
In the living room.
Wow. No, he's talking about bringing a cooler in the living room with him.
I mean, basically, we said, why don't you just cut a hole in the couch and put a bedpan in, you lazy bastard? You want to see?
Put a little bucket in the corner.
Here, you want to see if we can jerry-rig the plumbing? We'll get a bidet on the couch for you. You can just bleep yourself mid-game.
Making a lot of sense, Mike. You're making a lot of sense.
This is TJ, we're going to get to real football discussion, but I'm sorry. You understand why we wanted your opinion. Yeah. This is a disgrace.
Now, did you buy this thing or was it a gift?
This was a Christmas gift from a relative.
Okay. I mean,
and it's been in the living room.
Covered, you think?
TJ has been in the living room since Christmas. Like he doesn't need like put it away and break it out for the game. It
stays there.
Permanent.
That's the spot.
It's a permanent part of the living room.
Which we asked, how often are you eating hot dogs? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That has to be a healthy part of your diet if you have a hot dog roller in the.
Bro, I have one hot dog a year. It's at Saratoga. It's like, hey, I'm home and I want to go to Shake Shack and have a hot dog at the track. I have one a year. Ken, are you eating one per 12 hours? Like, who did?
What are the odds there? Are there some on the roller right now?
No.
Do they just keep spinning 24/7?
No, not like 7-Eleven.
Kenny's operating a Buc-ee's gas station.
I got some taquitos. I got some hot dogs.
Just rolling, baby.
Kid, I think you may go ahead and toss that hot dog.
He gets home every day.
Oh,
I've been waiting on it. I've been thinking about that hot dog rolling all day.
Mm-hmm. Do you call your girlfriend and tell her to put the dogs on the roller when you leave the office?
If she was home while I was leaving, it would be a serious consideration. But no, I have not done that yet.
We also set the over-under.
He's got to eat a lot of hot dogs, man.
Bro, your commitment.
He's got to eat a lot of hot dogs.
Don't look at me when you're saying it. I told you, it's a once-a-year thing, and it's the dead of summer, and I enjoy myself. This guy, I couldn't fathom eating hot dogs on a regular basis.
I can only do
5 days a week.
barbecue.
So can I ask a question?
No.
Is that more sloth and gluttonous behavior than anything you've seen an offensive lineman pull off?
Probably, yeah.
Okay,
now,
good to know.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't hate the idea. I mean, if you're watching the games, but why wouldn't you just break it out on game day?
Correct.
You know? Like have some place to put it, and then, hey, game day, I don't want to leave the couch. Let's get the mini fridge in here. Let's get the hot dog.
TJ, the apartment is so big that he has to.
Spot. That's
I don't want to limit my hot dog. I don't want to limit my hot dog consumption to just game days. If I want a hot dog on a Tuesday, I'll have a hot dog on a Tuesday.
So what? But what are you watching on a Tuesday night that you can't take your eyes off the TV? That you can't get up and go to the kitchen to grab a hot dog?
He's watching the Wings, I guess. Watching the Wings, listening to the neighbors.
That's what I'm saying.
I play on Tuesdays and Thursdays a lot of times.
You eat hot dogs. You eat
the
hot
neighbors
dogs.
are doing their symphony.
I do have a question for you.
There's no way he doesn't
eat.
There's no way he doesn't eat hot dogs less than 5 days a week. There's no way.
Why do you continue to look at us?
There's no way.
You look at the criminal there.
He's denying it, but
What about the condiments? They just sit there next to it?
No. This is why I wanted to employ the cooler, but they're in the fridge.
So you have to walk past the roller.
You have little packets of condiments, so you don't have to put them in the fridge.
I actually consider that.
Hold on. So you still have to get up and get the
He's got little
condiments?
packets, so he doesn't have to go to the fridge.
No. What is he doing?
Takes less time to do that than cook a hot dog. I'll tell you that. I like how upset you are about this, David.
You can leave it in the kitchen.
You live your life, I'll live my life, all right? If I want to eat a hot dog on a Tuesday.
So here's the deal.
This is not hot dog slander, but that's just.
CJ, I was really hoping you'd be on my side with this one, man.
I said I dig the idea of having one.
I'll take it. It's more support than I've gotten from any of these other
There's a
people.
separation. There's a wide gap between idealistic and realistic. Idealistically,
it sounds
wow,
pretty cool.
What a dream state. Realistically, no.
It sounds
Well, I get in, it's right
hot
there.
Dog roller, and then you start thinking
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you got a hot dog roller?"
Like if I went to somebody's house and I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know.
They break it out for the game.
But
Like a
it
Super
said
Bowl-
it's your own house.
Do you want to see a picture?
Of the hot dog? Kinda, yeah.
There
I'm
is
intrigued.
visual evidence of the hot dog roller.
There's
I am
a reason
intrigued,
why
yeah.
it's called a kitchen appliance.
Okay.
Put it in the kitchen.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
And this is perfect because now we get to go to football. You understand why we wanted to ask you?
Yeah, of course.
Because I figured
Yeah.
you saw some pretty gnarly stuff.
I
as
feel
an
like
lineman.
we could spend the rest of the hour on this if we have to, but I know we got to get to football. But
It's whatever
I am
people
intrigued.
want. It made me.
Hey, we had somebody saying this is a bye week for the Lions. Let's just talk hot dogs.
There's definitely a popcorn maker next to it. Probably a slushy machine on the other side.
TJ's got big ideas here. I like that.
How do I say this without sounding insulting?
Too late for that. You've already called me a sloth and told me to cut a hole in my couch.
Is that the first time you've ever?
All I said is you're one step from a bedpan.
I think that's the first time you've ever had that thought, Mike.
No, it's not.
How do I say this without being insulting?
Really hard.
I don't want to be too mean about this,
how do
but
I say this without
you're a slob.
You're coming off insulting. This is the first time that thought has ever crossed his mind. Progress. You're making progress.
You know what the hell with all this? I'm going to say it as mean as I want next.
You be curious.
I'm going to be curious.